Joining us now for some analysis on the issue in the Senate is legal practitioner GT Ogunye. You're welcome to the News at 10.
Thanks for inviting me.
You've been watching with keen interest today's activities at the Senate. What do you make of the recent goings-on?
Well, my view is that, most unfortunately, legislative power in Nigeria, largely at the center, is not being used for the order, peace, and good government of Nigeria. And that's a constitutional requirement. The basic reason why you have a legislature is to promote peace, order, and good government. And when the legislative arm is used largely to blackmail the system, game it, extort concessions, when they are selfish and personal, when they have to do with perquisites of office, either through budgeting process, when the entire country is held to ransom, or when we've been told now that we're not going to vet or consider your nominees because we're angry with you, as if the legislature has a veto power over the executive. It's sad, and I just hope that, for many of us who have been around for some time, particularly during the military era, who fought so hard, and some of us died in the process. Yes, a lot of nameless Nigerians died on the streets, thinking that they were bringing about a better society. It's a disservice to them to see this kind of thing going on 17 years after civil rule. I personally feel thoroughly disappointed and frustrated at what is going on in the country. We can't go on like this as a people.
What do you think would be the ultimate consequence of all of this?
It will give democracy a bad name, and it will allow people, including eminent lawyers, using this forum, this channel, this esteemed forum, for example, to even suggest the unthinkable. Oh, this is too bad, let's have military rule. It's been suggested by a senior advocate of Nigeria here on this platform, because people are frustrated. Of course, we know that that's not even an alternative. And it will then dampen the hope and the expectation of the people. I've said it elsewhere, and I want to say it here, that what is most painful to me is the oscillation between hope and despair. You sleep with hope, and then you wake up with despair. Just as you are thinking that Nigeria is getting out of the woods, then you just realize that we're not going to get out anyway. So that rankles, that aches the heart, that makes nonsense of all that we've done in the past to ensure that we deepen democracy in this country. And I feel personally frustrated.
Well, I understand your frustration. I totally understand where you're coming from. But looking at the issues, the Senate has accused the president's appointees of being disrespectful to them, and they've also summoned one of them, Professor Isha Sagi, who says they do not have the authority to do so, according to the Constitution, sections 88 and 89. Do you think they have the authority to summon?
Of course they don't have. They know they don't have. When you are using the legislative process, it's an abuse of power for self-aggrandizement, to witch hunt your opponent, and you are trying to kill the right to freedom of speech. When you suspend your member for raising an issue, what do you think you are doing? You are tearing the Constitution into shreds. And now you are saying that you summoning somebody for saying something. Why didn't they summon Shivoluja Obasanjo, for example, when he told them that they are a den of robbers? He said it in this country. He's always been fighting the legislature, calling them names. So what have they done to him?
I totally understand your passion, about this. But let's quickly take a look at Senator Ali Ndume, who's been suspended for 6 months, because we have very little time here on this interview, for allegedly bringing the Senate to disrepute. Do you think the punishment is commensurate with the alleged offense?
There was no offense. It was a scam. Unfortunately, because people don't learn from history, Senator Milai, as a representative under Bankole, was booted out of that place, and he went to court and won. They don't learn. They don't even want to follow precedents. They just think that what we do is a game. It is not right. And they are giving democracy a bad name in order to destroy it. Nigerians ought not to allow them. I feel passionate about it, and Nigerians are very angry. They are.
Thank you very much, GT Ogunye, for joining us on the news at 10.
It's my pleasure.